This season marked the largest team in school history. We had 65 girls on the cross-country team, and just seeing them all come together, we were at the MSL East meet, and all the other coaches came up to me and said how much our girls were cheering everyone on. We lined the finish line with two just giant, massive troops of Elk Grove girls, and they were just cheering everyone on, and that's just really great to see as a coach, that no matter what we were able to do. And that meet kind of was a turning point for us, because we had to come on Tuesday and it got rained out in the middle of the meet, and then we came back the next day and ran again, which is really uncommon for cross country to do back-to-back races. But they came back and ran the best that they've run almost all season, and it's just really cool to see them overcome those obstacles and be celebrating each other and other teams while we do that.
The best memory of this year's season was when we played Leiden and everybody had an off match, and the whole team was waiting for Zach Akel to come off, and Zach dropped the best score of the day and actually prevailed us to beat Leiden. From that day on, it actually strung 4 straight wins for us and allowed us to end up in the middle of the pack in the MSL. So that was definitely the best memory of the season. The future direction of the boys Elk Grove golf program is pretty bright. We have guys like Jason Gamez, Dean Carlson, Noah Morton coming back with a ton of varsity experience next year. We had a pretty strong JV team. We look for those kids to continue to grow over the next few years. Also, our seniors paved a tremendous path for us with Riley, Sean, and Joe for these young guys. But the youth on course, it allows kids to have access everywhere to plan home courses, away courses, and make it affordable. So it's really a great luxury we have here, watching our kids grow in the future. You know, once again, thank you to the parents, thank you to the GAB, and most importantly, thanks to Coach Rad and the senior class for starting the new foundation of Elk Grove Golf.
My favorite memory of the season was having Nate Kramer qualify for our sectional meets. Last year he qualified as a junior, and to qualify 2 years in a row was a great accomplishment. And I'm really proud of the work that he put in this year to qualify back-to-back years. In terms of the future and direction of the program, we had 10 freshmen come out this year and stay with us the entire season. They learned a lot from our 5 seniors, and I'm hoping that all 10 of them come out next year and truly lead our program in a different direction.
Elk Grove Girls Swimming had an outstanding year this year. We still have one more big meet to go. Our sectional meet will be November 10th. This year we had a bunch of freshmen come in, young freshmen with some talent, and basically done a great job for us. We've scored at our invite. We were 2nd overall. The Hoffman Invite, we took 2nd place. Main East Relays, which is a combination of JV and varsity scores combined, we were the overall champion. Our Frost Soft team scored the most points in Elk Grove history at the conference meet. The JV team, the highest finish since 2010. And our varsity meet that just finished, we finished the most points since 2012, and in our highest finish of 8th place. So the results are all there. They're all wonderful and excellent. One school record should fall in 2 weeks, and possibly 2. So the kids are doing great. I want to thank the GAB. We hosted a varsity conference, and the banners, which represent each school in our conference at either end of the pool, are beautiful. They look outstanding, so thank you once again to them. And I want to thank my seniors this year. As we had a lot of freshmen going on into our championship events, a lot of my seniors, a lot of my more experienced swimmers are not getting to go to the meets that they've gone to in the past. But rather than being a problem or pouting about it, essentially, they've stuck it out. They've worked harder than ever. They've pushed the freshmen and sophomores to higher levels, and they've pretty much shown the new kids that have some swimming talent how to be a team member and how to push for excellence all the way through our program. So I want to thank especially my seniors this year, so thank you very much.
So the qualities that I'm most proud of that are exhibited among my girls this year, for sure, number one is positivity. They were never, ever, ever negative towards me, never disrespectful towards each other, always supportive of one another. And the way in which we ended the season is just a perfect example of that. I would definitely say that my favorite memory from the season was our very last match. The girls just played their hearts out, and we were so pumped up going into the game. They just came out with so much energy. They played the best I've ever seen them. They adjusted to a new lineup very quickly. They never complained about it. Super, super positive. And just the leadership. It's our seniors top down. We had 12 seniors this year, and I want to take some time to sincerely thank each one of them and their families for committing to the program. So again, positively for the past 4 years. Coming out in that last match with so much energy and excitement and confidence. I don't know that other groups would have been able to do that. So I appreciate the leadership, the positivity, and then just the hard work. You know, these girls have been prepping for this season since the spring, and it paid off. You know, towards the end, again, we came around, and we just always worked together as a team. And despite the record, we were obviously frustrated with wins and losses. We were able to get past that and just have a positive attitude and just enjoy being around each other the entire season. And I'm really, really, really proud of the girls for that.
My name is Alex Stavropoulos from boys soccer. Just when reflecting on the season that we just had, there's a lot of accomplishments that we had and a lot to be proud of. First off, we had 7 wins at the varsity level. It's never happened in the 5 years that I've been here, so that's a huge accomplishment. As a program, this is the first time since 2004 that we've either been at or above a 500 record. So that was pretty huge for the entire program, top to bottom, all 5 teams. And this was also the first time in my 5 years that we've won a state tournament game. So that's probably also one of my favorite memories, is just when we had that win, just not only having the jam-packed stadium, but then also just seeing all the fans, all the players, families, alumni all just kind of rush in the field afterwards, and really just happy for the program and happy for the boys and what they did on the field. Although we're definitely very proud of these accomplishments, definitely not quite satisfied. I know that there's more room to grow and more that we can accomplish moving forward. But I'm also excited because we have a great group of young men. They're hard workers. They're excited for what they can do and what the future can bring us.
I'd say my most memorable part of the season was scoring my goal against Conant. And I'd like to thank my mom, my family, and all the boys for making a memorable season.
Some special moments during the season for me was scoring against Hersey, because they were ranked top 25 in Illinois at the time. And one of my favorite team moments was us winning against Wheaton Warrenville South and going to the regional semifinal. I want to thank my coaches, obviously, and my teammates for pushing me to be the best teammate and best leader I can.
When I reflect back on this past season and just think about our program as a whole, I think what ultimately sets our group aside is that they had a genuine care for one another and this togetherness. And you could see that every time we played, whether it was in practice picking each other up after a rough shot, a good shot. They were able to rally around each other, but that also enabled us to hold each other accountable, which led us to find more success than we have in years in the past. So really that cohesive unit we had was something that I'm definitely proud of and helped move the program in the right direction. When it comes to the program, the first thing I want to do is thank our seniors that are the first group that I've had in the 4 years kind of come through as freshmen and now set a new standard for what the girls golf program is going to be all about. So thank you to those guys. They've helped pave the way. With that said, leaves a lot of opportunity for our younger guys to step in and take the foundation that was laid by these seniors and continue to build on it and set their own kind of future bar for what this program can achieve.
And I'd like to thank my 2 new assistant coaches, Lindsay Rapinchuk, our fresh soft coach, and Laura Dubnicka, our new JV coach, for a wonderful season, for their time and commitment to our lower levels. I'd also like to give a shout out and a thank you to the Grenadier Athletic Boosters for buying our program new ball cards and new scorecards. Those will benefit both the boys and girls tennis program. I'd also like to congratulate our state qualifiers. We had 3 this year. Senior Lauren Oda and her sister Peyton Oda, freshman, qualified for state in doubles, and senior JOVANA VUJANIC qualified for state in singles this year. This was the third time that Lauren has qualified for state, and the third time as well for JOVANA. Another fun fact is Lauren Oda has had over 100 wins in her high school career, so I think that's worthy of some applause. And lastly, I'd like to thank all of my seniors on the tennis team. We had a total of 8 this year, and it was such an enjoyable tennis season. I think the seniors are amazing, so I'd like to give a shout out to Lauren, to JOVANA, Alyssa, Angelina, Carly, Julia, Grace, and Maria. I will miss you girls so much next year. Good luck with the rest of your senior year. Thanks.
Something really special to me was qualifying for state, because last year I couldn't compete in the state tournament because I had a rotator cuff injury and I was doing physical therapy for 3 months, so that kind of sucked, but this year it was good. And I'd like to thank everyone who's helped me come this far, and I'm really excited to commit to play tennis in college soon to one of my dream schools, so yep.
My favorite part of the season was going to the different schools and playing on the different courts and seeing all my friends that I've been playing with for years. And I would like to thank Grace for helping me transition to doubles, because I normally play singles. And I would like to thank Lauren for being my doubles partner.
My favorite part of the season would have to be senior night, because the little sisters made all the big sisters posters, and we went out for a team dinner at Lou Malnati's, and it was really, really fun. Then I'd like to thank my sister for putting up with me, because I know it's hard dealing with me. And then I'd like to thank my parents and the school for coming to support us at state, because we're at our home court.
First off, I'd like to thank Gab for the purchase of our leg press machine and our GHC machines. It was a huge help for our kids in the summer, implementing our strength and conditioning program, which definitely showed improvements in our strength going into the season. So I'd first like to thank them. Secondly, I'd like to thank our seniors. I think they did a really good job of setting a foundation and of changing the culture for sure of our football program, and helping those younger guys understand the expectations and the standard in our program. Especially with academically, not having one varsity kid ineligible the whole year, I think is a huge deal. And I think moving forward, the way they work in the off season, the way they're going to work going into the summer, I think it's a big deal. So I'd like to thank our seniors and our older guys for doing that.
I would like to thank all my coaches and all my teammates for helping me out through the whole year and just helping me work through the off season. And my favorite memory from this year was our win against Wheeling. It was the best feeling in the world to finally get a varsity win, and especially on our turf and for our homecoming.
Probably the best moment of the season is probably the win against Wheeling. Just to see all the seniors happy, and not just for me having a good game, but just to see the win and just to see everyone just rush in the field. I mean, it was a crazy environment, and I hope next year we can have that a lot more. And I feel like next year's gonna be a crazy year. And I think my mom, I think all the coaches, I think God, I think everyone, because if it wasn't for all of them, I feel like I wouldn't be the same person today.
I want to thank my family, my coaches, and my teammates who always been there for me. We've been through hard times this year, and we just kept working hard. My coach believed in us, and I want to thank them for that. One thing that my favorite part of the season was our win against Wheeling. I mean, no better feeling than when our first varsity game on turf, first turf win. I'm gonna miss practicing every day after school, staying after lifting with my team, because just being with the football team, lifting and practicing is just different feeling than other sports for football for me. That's what I miss the most.